All about the moolah, all about the moolah. Man, always new bets, gotta keep it balanced. Welcome to the Beat the Bag wrap-up show. Thank you guys for joining me. There's going to be some incredible cappers that will be to my right. We're going to bang out this whole NFL card. I'm really happy to be here. I enjoy this time that I get to spend with you guys immensely. Now let's get to fucking capping, shall we? Let's take a little look at the competition. We have a new leader, and he's got a legitimate, decent lead and an extremely impressive winning percentage. It is Big Daddy James. 44, 17, and 4. Shit. 72.13 winning percentage. He's won 4 straight. He's up 31.30 units. My streak of 6 straight positive, glorious positive units is over. My 6 straight weeks of hitting my best bet is over. I took it in the old drink hole. Right in the bottom mouth. My food pussy was fed. And I didn't like it. Richie Rich, my man, thank you for joining me. 2 more. Beautiful. Okay, we're already getting rolling. But, yeah, I went 2-1, missed my best bet on Thursday. I went to the hole one too many fucking times. I'd hit best bets in a row, fading the Cowboys, so I faded them again. Fucking Dak threw for like 110 fucking yards. They played terribly. All the bounces went their way. Now, Alfie Morris is a good running back, man, and he had a great game. You know, the Cowboys have a good defense even without Sean Lee, and they got the bounces. They fucked me in the old drink hole, and I took it, and it was too bad. But I'm still up 9 units. I'm in 114th place, and I want fucking more. I want more glory. And I banged out this whole card already today. It was a very busy day, but I banged it out, and I'm ready to fucking cap this shit, man. We got Christian Orozco, what it is, Antoine Seymour. Man, already we got you 4 cappers, man. We could do this show just the 5 of us, but we're going to have more coming in, and I think this is a really exciting card. I've got a whole bunch of ideas. I haven't cemented my picks yet. Red Wings up 2. Shit, are you serious? That happened fast. Shit. DK in the gym listening to this shit. Let's make this money. I'm with you. We're going to bang this whole football card out. Let me get to this fucking hockey game. How'd they get up 2-0? Oh, fuck, eh? It's okay, man. We got 3 puck lines. It's early still in that Jets game. I'm looking really good in my under. In that Raptors are up 17 in the first quarter. God damn it, that was easy money. I'm leaving on the fucking table. Even Wake Forest being up 22 is money I'm leaving on the fucking table. Some interesting college scores though. Tomer says I think it's just hard to bet mediocre teams like the Redskins on Thursday night games. First interception by Cousins set the tone for the game. I'm 1-4 last 5 on Thursday. I know what you mean, Tomer, and I have a lean on this Thursday night, so I'm looking forward to cap it with you. Can I just first give a shout out to the legend Pistol Pete Loshak for taking Rutgers to cover the first half. It ended a 26-26 tie, and I think it's just extremely impressive that he was on Rutgers to do that. Ball State's ahead of Notre Dame in the first half. Who would have thought that? My under in Virginia, West Virginia is looking real good, man. They only put up 55 in the first half. Staying away from my boys, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, staying away from them helped. I was very concerned about the flight across the country. It's a very, very much a road game, even though it's Madison Square Garden. So I feel good there. And then Marquette's up 6. I stayed off that game, but not happy I did. And then I got Nevada tonight. They haven't started up yet. And I got Texas A&M, so we'll see how that's going off. What up, Taylor? Thank you for joining. Says Vegas Knights total 5.5 off the 6. Wow, that's interesting. You know, I really like the advantage the Ducks have on the power play against the Golden Knights. Golden Knights have the 25th best penalty killing in the league. And I know that the Ducks traded Batten in, but they still have Cam Fowler, who's a hell of a quarterback on the power play. They still have snipers. I think Raquel might come back tonight. Ricard Raquel, he is a sniper that they need desperately. All they really have is Perry because Silverberg's out too. Okay, so that's what it is and what it isn't. I'm very upset that Detroit is up 2-0. Makes me look bad. Oh, but Pittsburgh's up 1-0. Connor Sheary getting it fucking started for us, man. I have been on a good run, as you guys know. October was very profitable, and my local, he lets me take out 25% every Sunday. So and that helps him because I keep betting. Like all your bookies want you to do is bet as much as possible. So I've been paid out every single Sunday for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 weeks in a row. And now I'm in danger of not only not getting a payout, but if things go wrong, I might need to pay the fucking bad man. So let's get these fucking puck lines. The Pittsburgh puck line was my best bet. As soon as we heard that Lundqvist was sick and Pavlich was in, we knew there was money to be fucking made. That is the key. Now, I know this is the Beat the Bag wrap-up show, and we're going to break down the football card. But the key here is making fucking money. It doesn't have to be about football. It can be right now. It can be on late games. I've got Dallas -1.5 on the puck line against Nashville. That starts in 23 minutes. We got Buffalo, Colorado, Carolina, Vancouver. And Vancouver's back to being a plus. Fucking, God, this line keeps changing on me. I think if you took Buffalo and Vancouver, one of them's going to hit for sure. And I think that's a good spot, plus money, not plus enough. But man, if you took all 4 dogs on this hockey card, I imagine that you would make money. They're just not big enough dogs. But this is all about making money and finding angles. We got some college games left to go. We can talk about that a little bit. I know it's a football card, and we're going to get into football games right now. But we only have a few more weeks of this show. Let's make some fucking money, improve our lives, fatter pockets, hotter sleuths, bolsillos más gordos, slutas más calientes, and most importantly, Spidey Libre. I visited Spidey today. He's looking great, and he's becoming a great friend of mine. Just across the way, Spidey Libre, and also Leche and los fucking bookmakers, man. Let's get the fucking business, man. I capped this whole card, man. I'm ahead of the game. Okay. Penguins up 1, Richie Rich. Let's get that fucking money, Richie Rich. We earned it. We deserve it. Leche! Okay, Tomor. Oh, Ron Fig. Nice, man. Johnny Redbeard, too. Oh, wonderful. Okay, this is great. This is great. Okay, this Thursday night, speaking of which, Tomor, is a tricky situation. And the reason why I say it's tricky is because fuck, man, if it's these Thursday nights, I feel like I've got to lean every Thursday, and it's a very difficult spot. And this is even more of a difficult spot. Johnny Red, Mikey D say, any opinion on the Syracuse-Connecticut game? Man, I had a lot of shit to do today, and I banged out as much college basketball as I could, and I wish that I had hit this Syracuse-Connecticut game harder. I know that the one guard, the older transfer, has left Syracuse. I don't think that's too big of a deal. He wasn't starting anyways. He could see the writing on the board that he wasn't going to be a starter, wasn't going to play a big role in this team. Obviously, this is Battle's team, and you got to be with it or fuck off. And I guess that's what that kid did, is fuck off. I think Syracuse is going to be a good team moving forward, and I don't think Connecticut will be. So I like Syracuse, and I guess I would initially like them on the first half a little better than the full game. I might even come in on that with you guys, so let me know what you guys think of that, because that's not a bad spot. And we got NBA still to come. And in the NBA, just making sure. Tampa Bay up 2-0 already. Jersey up 2-1 now. Fuck, I don't want to talk about that too much. I've got Utah. I like this +8, and there's +8.5 to be found. I also have Portland, and it's now -6 or -6.5 at some books. I think I like the under a little better than I like Portland straight up, but we can break this down. Let me catch up to you guys. So, Mikey D, we can talk. And if anybody else has got some Syracuse, Connecticut thoughts, we can break that down further, because I'm not against putting a little money down on Syracuse, adding to my shit. My man Johnny Redbeard out of Victoria, British Columbia, says Raps lighting shit up. You know, they're really well rested right now, and that was a mistake, me staying away from it. Fuck. Eduardo Solano, thank you for joining me. My friend says, I like Jazz plus 8.5. And I want to know what Christian Orozco thinks of that. I think that's a great spot. I got him at plus 7 and feel comfortable with it. Wish I got it higher. Adam Lastman, thank you for joining us. Another great capper, perfect. 2-zip wings. That's okay. When you got 3 puck lines at big numbers, it's okay to be down in one of them and be ahead in another. The Jazz game just started up, eh? So it's a quick bucket by Andre Robertson. You know he doesn't get many of those. Richie Rich says Devils 2-1 back. I think that was a mistake that I made. I think it was a mistake not taking the Devils. I guess that line move worried me, and it shouldn't have. Maybe we take too much. I shouldn't have. If you're going to get plus 180 on a team that's got a 9-3-2 road record, you fucking take it every time. It was a mistake. I didn't do that. My man Raymond Coker, thank you for joining us. Says James Madison, fuck me tonight, man. It's tough. That was a tough spot. I stayed away from it. Tomar says I hammered this game. I like the Saints. I think the Saints are a strong organization, and Atlanta just isn't good. Saints are a dome team, and Atlanta's run defense sucks. Kamara should be the difference. And aren't Kamara and Ingram playing great? So let me put this shit out of the way. Let me take one last look. Fuck, Rangers tied it up. Cocksucker. Okay, we got a long way ahead of it. I think we'll be just fine there. Let's talk football. Okay, this Thursday night game is very exciting. Saints -1 at Atlanta with a 53-point spread. Breeze is making big plays, and he doesn't even need to. He could just hand the ball off, just like my man Tomar said. He could just hand the ball off to Kamara and Ingram all day. The passing game, though, sets up the running game. Ingram went 14 for 85, 6.1 yards per carry and a TD last week. Kamara went 9 for 60, 6.7 yards per carry and 2 TDs. Lattimore will be on Julio Jones. Last week, Julio went 2 for 24 yards against that Vikings defense. The Falcons just got beat by a better team, and there will be more of that. The Saints are a better team than the Falcons. Sarkisian gets fired after the season. I know Tom Ward doesn't like me hammering on Sarkisian because I do it all fucking day, but that booze bag is doing a shit fucking job. Matt Ryan got outplayed by Case Keenum last week. Can we all be on the same page there? That happened. Atlanta, this is the big thing. And Tom Ward, I'm very curious to hear what you think about this. Atlanta does not have to travel on a short week. Back-to-back games in their own barn. Back-to-back home games. Big advantage there. That's the only advantage that I see the Falcons having right now. All right, let's see what we got. So we're going to kind of go from game to game, and then by the end of it, I hope that we're all on the football here. Mikey D says, I'm thinking Syracuse has an advantage rebounding, but I don't know. You know what? I got to bang out. Usually I do a lot of study on size and weight of the guys who bang around the glass. I didn't get a chance to do that on the Syracuse game, and that's why I stayed off of it. Sucks. Christian Orozco says, hey, Jimmy, tomorrow Golden State at Charlotte. Golden State are just 5-point favorites. Ooh, interesting. Thank you for that. Richie Rich says Tampa 2. Man, that wasn't probably easy over that I fucked up. Mikey took him on the first half. Okay, well, we still have 45 minutes before that game starts. I think I might join you on that play. River Rat, thank you for joining us. Says OKC is going to do it tonight. I hope not. Richie Rich says Taylor Hall is hot. He's having a very good season, and he's a very good hockey player with some head issues. A lot of people have called out some of his off-ice shit, but man, on the ice, he's a very good player. My man Tomar says, I think betting these Thursday games, you want to stick with home teams and well-coached teams like Saints. It's a divisional game, very little travel. Peyton is a good veteran coach. I agree. Saints +1 is a good spot. That line's going to get worse all week. Antoine Seymour says, I got Winnipeg all over my shit. They got to come back. It's still early. It is still early. Adam Lastman, thank you for joining us, man. Love capping with you. King Rogers, man. Nice. New name. Welcome. Says, Wings to smash tonight. Had to respond after 10-1 beating. You were right. That was a good gambling decision, King Rogers. But I don't think this game is over yet. Andrew Cisneros says, damn, the Jets not looking good. Shake my head. It's okay. It's early. I got 3 puck lines. I don't think there's anything to worry about yet. We will worry soon. Johnny Redbeard said, Jets will bounce back, boys. Think positive. See, there we go. There we go. Redbeard's got the Jets too. Yes, and Johnny Redbeard said, Howard is a hooker in there. He's a bum. Well, not all hookers are bums, Johnny Redbeard. You come down to Costa Rica, and I'll show you some hookers that aren't bums. Okay. Johnny Redbeard says, being a Wings fan all my life, they will let down. Like always, I hammer the Jets. Okay. DK says, Saints roll easy. Orozco thinks, come on, hammer that Warrior situation tomorrow. Tomor says, oh, and Gregory Timon. Timon? Let's go with Timon. I'm not sure if that's the right way to pronounce it. Gregory Timon says, yeah, Sarks is a wino. He's a fucking booze bag. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not coaching a bunch of players. Tomar says, I agree, Sarks is bad. I'm just saying Atlanta has a lot of issues that they didn't have last year. Bad offensive line. Defense can't stop the run. I think that Jones has been dealing with a back injury. Missed part of the Bills game. It's clear that Jones is hurting right now for sure. Travis Taylor. Nice, man. Travis Taylor out of Abbotsford. Just a short distance from the 604. Nice to have you, Travis. How are you looking in the competition, man? Because Travis was up in the top 5, top 10 for a while, man. I can pop it up in a second, but I'm going to keep running through these. Adam Massman says, anyone give me a 3-digit number for tonight's late starts? I split 50-50 with 5 times. Give me a 3-digit number for tonight's late starts? Come on, man. Adam, I don't exactly know what the fuck. Philip. Man, nice. Had to hurry and jump on those Jazz +7. Nice. I'd like to see the score, but Philip, what a treat it is to run with you. And I hope you know how much Loshak and I love running with you on our show. You're a great guy, great capper, and great friend of ours. Bet the Book says big home field advantage for Falcons on short week. I think that is the case. Mikey D said, I also grabbed Notre Dame second half. They were down 5, and the second half was -12. I think that's a good spot, man. Philip, I told y'all last week, Seattle money line. Fuck did you ever, Philip? And I was very wrong, and you were very right. And I'm very curious to see what you think about them in this Jaguars game coming up. So feel free to give us a little bit of a hint as to where you're heading, and then we'll bang out that game soon. And we got so much football to talk about, so I'm gonna keep running through this shit as fast as I can. Philip says, can't believe I laid off Toronto. You know what, Philip? I think that's my fault. You guys know I'm a Raptors fan, and I guess I have a little hesitation or trepidation towards betting on them because I want to make sure that I have an angle, and the angle was so clear. They were a fresh group going against the team on the back-to-back, but we all saw Devin Booker be a fucking sorcerer last night, put up 46, and it was a bad move. Philip, I take the blame for that. Scott Carter says, Jimmy, good man. The Penn State comment was awesome yesterday about the Iowa hoops. Thanks, Scotty. Thanks, man. Low Shack's the funny guy on our show, man. I'm just, but I love, I just love capping with you guys. And when we find humor, that's great. But the main thing we do is try to make us fucking money and make our lives fucking better. Philip says, Saints will win 7+ easy. Atlanta struggles against good backs. Like Tomor was saying, I think this is a big spot. At this point, it's definitely going to be one of my 5 best 5 beat the bag picks. But I almost don't want to make it a best bet just because Thursdays have such volatility. My man, Lamia Saeed says, isn't 53 too high for a Thursday game? Very good point, Saeed. Very good point. It's extremely high. There's no doubt about that. It's going to be in the dome. It's going to be offense, but it's very high. My man, Johnny Redbeard says, oh, yeah, Jimmy, you're going to be in Vancouver for Gabe's show in early January? I was trying to get Max to come out. It would be sick to meet everyone. Oh, it would be. But I tell you what, I will be here in January if all goes right. I will be here. But fuck, I'd love, and we're going to get lots of chances to run, Johnny. But I'm going to try and focus as much of my time as I can down here while I can. My man, Lami Saeed says, nice to see you back, Jim. It's so great to be back with you guys, man. Tomor says, it's a high number, but it's not clear if Lattimore will play. He should, but if he doesn't, this could be a track meet. That's an excellent point, Tomor. And That's an excellent point, and it makes me want to hold off on the bet a little bit. But everything that I've heard, Lattimore is good to go. He's clearly hurting them. Travis Taylor says, show and van, that would be slick. I'll be there. I didn't know he was doing the show and van. That's fucking dope times dope, man. Where is he doing the show? Curious. Disappear here. Nice, man. Says, sup, Jimmy? Late night betting shenanigans. 2:20 a.m. in Germany. Much respect. Thank you for joining us. Disappear here. Respect. King Roger says, think you got to go Saints Thursday. They're playing solid on both sides of the ball. They clearly are. Gregory Timon says, what you sipping on, Jim? Man, I was at Hako this weekend. And, you know, my thing is I got the dirty bottles of water, right? That's how I roll. That's how I keep my costs down. I have dirty bottles of water. It's just vodka, water, and I get all fucked up, you know, during the day, unbeknownst to anybody. But that leaves me with leftover fucking vodka, and I didn't even really like vodka that much. So I threw what was left of the bottle of vodka with a little Coca-Cola. It's heavy vodka, like Coca-Cola. Doesn't taste very good, but it gets me turned. Gets me all fucked up. And that's all that matters. But what matters here is to cap these games. I drink a little bit just to have fun because I have a lot of good times when I hang with you guys, and I want to enjoy this as much as possible. But yeah, I'm getting a little fucked up, man. What it is, man, and what it isn't. Okay. Philip says, no doubt, homie, love y'all. Keep stuffing those stockings, cuz. Philip, God, truly, we love you guys so much, and you're such a fun guy to run with every day and put smiles on our faces, and you make us try harder and care about this even more than we do. Oh, Adam Lastman, late states lottery with Canada, bro. I don't even know the fuck you're talking about, really, Adam, but man, I dig you, homie. Torrance says, I think we saw with Minnesota last week, when you play in the Dome, the home advantage of these teams with the noise is not as strong. Saints are built for the Dome with team speed. I agree. River Rat says, I love the over on the Saints game. I don't think you can put the line high enough. Interesting, River Rat. Cisneros says, later hockey game bet might need to recover from the Jets. Yes, let's take a look at that. Jake Lee says, hi, Jimmy, what it is, Jake? King Rogers, Dallas Stars, dominating home. Well, Andrew, I'm on Dallas. I know I was pretty angry at you earlier this week because when I wake up at 4 in the morning to cap games and I get angry fucking tweets about my fucking picks, that's when I fucking snap. It's at 4:15 in the morning in my shit fucking hotel room that's when I fucking snap. So I may have blocked you, Andrew, and with hopes to never speak to you again. And that was my fault. I was just a little fucking edgy, a little fucking emotional, and I apologize. If I did block you, let me know because I'll unblock you. I was just fucking angry, you know? Bet the book says Desmond Trufant is coming back for the Saints game. Must win for Falcons. Back-to-back home game. You're right. He is a big, big difference maker, Trufant. No doubt about it. Disappear here says took Jets wings over 5.5 and Saints. Oh, Jets over with the Saints. Ooh, I like that, man. Making money in Germany, man. Respect. DK says Penn's better win. I need that money. Gotta feed them hoes, man. Yes, but you don't always need to feed them hoes food. Raymond Coker says, do anybody like Minnesota tonight? I imagine you're talking about the Wild, because isn't that Golden Gophers game already on? Let me know if you're talking about college basketball or hockey. Philip says, I'm from New Orleans, not a Saints fan. Home field does not matter in Saints versus Atlanta. Both teams travel well. Good point. Adam Lastman, Falcons game total over. 53 on a Thursday. Wow. Thomas says, I don't buy that it's a good angle to bet teams in must-win games at this point in the season. If you're in a must-win situation in Week 12, you aren't a good team. Interesting. Mark Beal says, what's the line for Monday Night Football? It's Patriots minus 11 at the Dolphins. That's the line. All right. Chris Ramos says, do you think Falcons and Saints will go over 53.5? God, Thursday night has so much volatility. I don't know what to say. Adam likes it. A couple guys like it. I don't know. I don't want to make a move on that right now. I'm uncomfortable with it. Obviously, if Trufant and Lattimore are playing, we already know that Trufant is going to play. But those are key members of the defense. My man Gregory Timmons says, do your thing, Bag. Love the show. Well, thank you for watching, man. Thank you for being a part of it. Cisneros says, about to take the Stars. Good. Take it. -1.5. Let's get that cash. Pater Kuna, what it is, man. Says, how about some Don Julio tequila? Man, that is more expensive. Man, than I get the cheap shit, man. I don't mind headaches. Antoine Seymour says, Jimmy, do you like the purple people eaters to keep rolling? Yes, I do, Antoine Seymour. Yes, I fucking do. They are a very good football team. Just a incredible defense. You got Pro Bowlers all over the place. Case Keenum is playing well. They got a 2-back system that's working out. They got targets on the wide receivers. Everybody thought that it was all going to be Dalvin Cook, and when Dalvin Cook got hurt, they were fucked. Everyone said when Sam Bradford got hurt, they were fucked. They're just a quality football team. 8 straight wins, 0 jokes. Okay, River Rat says Atlanta has to put up 34 points in 2 of their last 3 games. Atlanta has put up 34 points in 2 of their last 3 games. The Saints have given up 31, 26, and 21 in their last 3. No way this game goes under. I'm taking it over no matter the spread. Ooh, I like it. I like it, River Rat. Stand behind it. Respect. Christopher Moniz says, drinking with the bag live, man. Get your drinks out, man. Let's fucking have some fun. But fun is one thing, but the most important thing is making that fucking money. Okay. Philip says, don't like Seattle this week. Ooh, interesting. Long trip to Jacksonville and an early start. If anything, I would go Jacksonville first half. Don't trust full game due to Russell Wilson being magical in the second half when it goes, God damn, is he a magical quarterback. Nasty Nate says, Bag, what about Duke night? That is low hanging, no? You know what? I don't like those spreads. I don't feel like we have enough control. In that game, Coach K has control whether or not they get the spread. Let's take a look at it quickly. It's 27, right? 27 and something. Duke. 27.5. It keeps going up. You know, if you were going to take that, I would take the first half line. I wouldn't take the full game. Just because they're going to empty the bench. And I know it's an incredible bench, but Gregory says vanilla Coke works with vodka. By the way, man, you're probably right there. Johnny Rebberry says there was talk about a Super Bowl party in Costa. Fuck, that would be so sick. I'd love to come down, rip it up, JRB style. Johnny, I'm going to keep in touch with you about that shit. We're going to do the March Madness party first. So keep that shit going. Philip says, I love the smell of Coke. But the book says Mark Ingram is day-to-day toe. I'm sure he's going to be good. Christopher Monis says, cheers. Cheers, man. And DK says, feed him that dick, man, because it doesn't always have to be food. And Disappear here says, Jimmy, concerning the guys bitching about your picks the day after, I see the 3 rules for myself to live by. Rule 3 is the bettor has only to blame himself. This is an important one. You know what? I hear you, man. And, you know, it irritates me, but, you know, we all just want to make our lives better and find angles. And I'm trying to provide them. And that's why I was up at 3:45 this morning. I couldn't get back to sleep. I was angry about going 1-5 college, extremely angry. Extremely angry. And it started off so well for me, and for it to fall apart the way it did, it just caught me by surprise and bothered me very much. And I just want us to fucking succeed so badly. But you are absolutely right. I shouldn't have to fuck with this shit at 4:30 in the fucking morning. Okay, Philip says Thursday is usually an ugly game. No doubt. Raymond Coker says now Bowling Green fucking me over. Shake my head. BMOC 0-2 so far. Hey man, you know, Big Mountain Campus is so hot right now, and even guys that are hot are gonna have a losing day once in a while. And that goes back to what Disappear here says. I mean, when you're gonna tail somebody, you in the end gotta face the consequences of your actions, you know. And you're only as good as your overall record, not as good as your last 24 hours. So, and he's got a great overall record. So let's just keep running like that. Bet the Book says Ingram was confirmed to a limited role in practice with an injured toe, and his status is in question for Week 14 against Falcons. Interesting. Jawan Emery, what it is, man? Thank you for joining. Says, what's your best bet as of right now for NFL? Let's go through that. It's me. I'm stalling. I'm trying to get to all these comments, but it's my fault. We'll get to it for sure. Because I've got some ideas about that. Okay. Shit. Okay, I'm a little behind. Okay, let's get back. Wow, look at Jets getting killed so far. It's okay, Republic Sunshine. There's time, man. Tomar says, I think Kamara is ready to take over. I don't think Ingram is worth anything on the spread. That might be right. You know, Kamara is a fucking beast right now. Cisneros says, it's all good. No worries, Jimmy. It was one bet. You're right on a lot of your shit, and I love your show and your advice. Keep doing you. Leche. Yeah, I'm sorry, Andrew. It's just nobody hates losing more than me. I think, you know. I mean, I can't say that. I don't know what you guys, but it really bothers me. It really hurts me when I don't succeed. I want to succeed for you guys so bad. So, Jesus, it's 16-3 in shots in the first period. Are you serious? Wow, it disappears. The Jets have more than enough time to come back. The game is not lost for Jets backers. Wow, Republic Sunshine. I didn't know. It was 16-3 shots in the first period. Philip AG says River Rat dropped a gem. Yeah, River Rats is the truth, man. Respect. Wings are more desperate, no doubt. Okay, Scott Card says you talk to a lot of people. I had Tuesday said to you at Loshak, Seattle outright this week. Denver lays a beating on the Jets. They won't fly high. Get the coast to ass later with the Broncos. Fuck, Scott. No, man, I don't. I kind of like the Jets in this spot. We got to start banging these games out. Let me see if I can skip ahead quick. Utah rolling early. Snyder has to be coach of the year right now. Imagine if team was in the Eastern Conference. Oh, you're absolutely right, Tomar. Arian Costa, what up, man? Jimmy, one of the best personalities in SBR in a long time. Thank you for the kind words, my man. Bet the book says Mark Ingram is their leading rusher. 922. There's no doubt he's playing great. Luke Shaw from the UK, man. Sweet. That's a treat to have you, man. God, the Raptors are dominating, aren't they? God damn it. Republic Sunshine says, sure, the Saints will kill the Falcons. Tomar says, Ingram is solid, but if you look at Ingram compared to Kamara, there is not a noticeable difference. It is nice to have a two-back thing going, though. It's always nice to have two backs running. But I hear you. Tomar says, if Ingram is hurt long-term, Kamara might wear down, but I don't see it as a big deal short-term. Mike D says, Jimmy, I'm trying to get better at handicapping. Would love to see you do a video on what things you look at when breaking down a game. That's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, we could. That's a possibility for sure. Adam Aspen says, take the Green Bay Packers over the Browns. I gotta keep. Let's get to football, man. All these games I want to talk about so bad. Philip says, I ride with big man on campus any day of the week in NCAA basketball. Should I fuck up all the time in NCAA? I took Gonzaga tonight. Bummer so far. You know, Philip, I am a big Gonzaga fan and backer. I always have been. You know, my whole life, and was not rewarded until last year. You know, they're Spokane, Washington, I mean, just below Calgary, basically. And I did not take them just because of the flight. That flight alone, these kids aren't used to that shit. The flight alone made me not take them tonight. But I think they can run with Villanova, and hopefully we'll get another shot at them later on in the year. Republic Sunshine says, a couple of best games for Week 14 would be Eagles at Rams, Hawks at Jags. Agreed? Very exciting games. I can't wait to break them down. Okay, Philip likes the Jets too. Okay, that makes me feel more comfortable. Corey Jean, I'm losing every single bet I placed today. You know, things change, Corey. You know, yesterday I started off so hot and everything fell apart. So, Fuzz Logic said, Jimmy, you on chemo? No, man. I get faded, man. I get shaved, man. Got my shit shaved, man, just so I can fuck with old Gabe Morency, man. Just look back at him. Fuck yeah, man. Man, the hookers love it, man. The hookers fucking dig it, man. I get my shit fucking tight. No problem there. Fuzz Logic. You think I would come down to Costa Rica for chemotherapy? No, man. I'd stay in Canada where it's free. Okay. Tomor says Toronto covers the spread first half by 1. Horrible team at holding big leads. Are you serious? That's what just happened? Come on. Oh my God. They just put up 19 points in the second quarter? Holy fuck. This fucking team, man. Utah is up fucking 9 points. Let's get that fucking money. Get that fucking money. Okay, yeah. Okay, we all good. Okay, we ready? Do you follow Johnny Sins, Jim? No, I don't. Oh, lose up 2-1. Fuck. That was money that I could have made. Okay, we got lots of time to make money. Everything's gonna be okay. Let's start capping the football. Okay, we did good with that first game. Let's move on to the first game now. The Colts and Bills doesn't have a line right now, so we could skip it with no line. So why don't we go back to the games with no lines if we have time? Let's go to a game with a line. Bears at Bengals -6 with an over/under of 37. A very low over/under. The Burfict injury is a big deal, although I expect him to play. The Pac-Man Jones injury hurts. Bears defense is good, but they never get off the field. That's their biggest problem. Trubisky doesn't ever have long drives. Bears secondary is weak other than Fuller, who's a fucking monster. Tough front seven. Bears at Bengals. This is not a game I got to lean on or I'm comfortable with. Too many injuries that we're dealing with right now. But if Burfict and Pac-Man aren't there, I'll definitely take the Bengals. What do you guys think about that? Oh, Fuzz Lodger says, would you consider laying -1 instead of -1.5 and hockey like Pete does? Seems much safer to me. I'll consider it. And we are keeping track of how he's doing compared to me. And it usually is even. But no, I have my big scores on the puck lines, and I enjoy them very much. I want big scores. That's the reason why I take them. So I have considered it, though, Fuzz Logic. I truly have considered it. This is a tough game to even break down the Bears of Bengals right now. Now, I suspect Burfict is going to be there. I don't suspect Pac-Man is going to be there. This Bengals team's got such a shit offensive line. They're such a strange football team. Dalton just seems to play bad every important spot he's ever in. Let's see what you guys have to say. Adam Lastman says, going with the Bears. I think so. Fuzz Logic, yeah, talking about the -1. Tomer says, the Bears have too many injuries for me to bet them, but I think the Bengals look better than they are because Pitt was demoralized by the Shazier injury. And I think Bengals are in a letdown spot after a loss. I agree. Wow, King Rogers, 3-1 Blues. Fuck. Cisneros says, I hate Vontaze. Yeah, I was happy that he got fucked up too. Adam Lastman says, Cincinnati going nowhere. I think that's a good spot. I think that's an interesting play. I'm going to have to study that game more, but yeah, Saeed, my man Saeed says pass it. It's a tough spot, and we got some exciting stuff to go, so why don't we keep moving forward? River Rat says, not sure about the Bengals coming off a big emotional game. I'm staying away. I agree. Gregory says, Bengals might implode after last night's game. I agree there as well. And it's a game that's not really on my radar as one of my picks. So, and there are some coming up, but not this one. But I'm excited to talk about this game. Packers at Browns. Over under 40.5. Shit, what is the line? I can't believe I didn't have it here. Let me just quickly grab it. NFL. Packers at Browns. Packers are 3.5-point favorites. Okay, let's break this game down. This is the Browns' chance to not go 0-16. Right now, here is the chance. The Browns can win this game and hang on to their #1 draft pick. Huntley is not a good quarterback. You keep him in the pocket and he gets fucking hurt. And the Browns' defense isn't terrible. And Gordon looked good, man. Guys, he played in the game since 2014, and he looked good. You combine him with Njoku, you get him on the field with Coleman, you get Coleman and Gordon on opposite sides of the field, and you have a nice receiving core. I think the Browns could steal one. Could. Let's see what you guys have to say. Andrew Cisneros says, put your bet in now, Chargers win the West. I agree. We've been talking about this for weeks. One of the guys on the show has the Chargers at plus 2,500 to win that division. Spencer Singleton says Rodgers could come back too. I can tell you this. I almost guarantee they wouldn't bring him back to play the Browns. I can almost guarantee that. They'd give him another week rest. Adam Lastman says, can Browns cover 2 in a row? Well, that's what we're talking about here. Tolmore says, I think the Packers have energy knowing Rodgers is on pace to come back week 15. And they have a shot for the wild card. The line is inflated, in my opinion, but Packers have momentum off of overtime win and playing better. That is a very good point, Tolmore. And I did go against them. I went against. I had the Bucks just in my pools. I didn't bet it, but I had the Bucks and was pretty disappointed. DK says McCown's been on fire. Jets roll over my Broncos. I hope they do because I like that play a lot, but let's wait till we get there. Adam Lassman says Packers win by 13. Interesting. River Rat says, will the Browns get their first win and probably only win? And he says, I can't mess with this shitty game. I get it. Saeed says Huntley was decent last game. Minus 3.5 is a decent amount of points to land. King Roger says, as a Packers fan, sure nice to have a running game. You're absolutely right. Republic Sunshine says, Terry Bradshaw predicted Chargers will win the Super Bowl. Wow. You know what? I can tell you what. There is not a playoff team that wants to look across the field. There's no team in the AFC that wants to look across the field and see the Chargers as their opponent. Gary Wedderburn, man, nice. Says, hey, what up, Jimmy? Give me Packers all day. Rogers coming back to make the playoffs after Brown beat them. You know, those are interesting points, and nobody's on the Browns, and I take notice of that. Patrick Kuna says, yes, Packers, get it now with Rogers playing and -3. Wow. Okay, respect, man. Okay, this is the first game, other than the Saints on Thursday, that I'm thinking of adding into my picks. I don't think I would make it a best bet, but it's Raiders at Chiefs. Chiefs are 4-point favorites with an over-under of 47. Raiders did not look good beating the Giants, and KC is still fighting for this division. It is the first game Andy Reid was not the offensive coordinator, and they put up 31 points. Adam Nagy did a good job, handled everything well. Chiefs' 4-game losing streak gets snapped here against the Raiders at home. Reid is a better coach than Del Rio. The Chiefs' secondary does look lost. Marcus Peters is in over his head, I guess. The issue is that in the first half of the year, the Chiefs were generating a pass rush. They were generating a pass rush so that you couldn't tell all the holes they had in the secondary. Now they are not generating a pass rush at all. Justin Houston had 0 tackles in the game. 0 tackles. The team had 0 sacks versus the Jets. What the fuck is going on with these Chiefs? Tyreek Hill looked good, but Kareem Hunt still looks shitty. It's a strange team right now. Curious to see what you guys think about this situation. Okay, Tomar says, I'm not betting this game. The Raiders-Giants game was a trap game in my opinion. You play a shit team with a backup quarterback. The Chiefs' defense is just trash. I can't bet them. I get it. Andrew says, especially after the last-second win, the Chiefs are out for blood and at home. I think that the Chiefs are out for blood, just like what Andrew said. And I think the Raiders are a bad football team, man. We've been watching them all year. They barely beat the team that's probably going to have a second overall pick in the draft, probably second worst team in the NFL. They barely fucking beat them, you know? Gary Wedderburn says, I got Oakland like a bogey Chiefs drowning. Okay, well, I'm not entirely sure what that line meant, but Gary Wedderburn's got Oakland, and that is concerning to me. KJ says, Bag, I love you, but you killed me with Winnipeg pick today. Hey, man, chill the fuck out. Chill out. It's 2-0. We're not even halfway through the game. Let's get that fucking money, KJ. I got 3 puck lines, and I'm going to hit some of them. I need to hit this fucking Pens puck line, but let's stay cool. Let's stay cool, KJ. I haven't killed you. We're not even halfway through the game. This Jets offense is firing on all cylinders. Let's keep our fucking cool, KJ. Roll up a fucking blunt. Pour yourself a drink. Get your dick sucked. Do whatever you need to do to stay cool and calm. We're not even halfway through the game, man. We're going to get this shit. Utah's still up 9 like that. How am I looking on the under in that fucking... God, Ball State's still beating Notre Dame? Crazy. 51-48, 7:26 left, man. They're not going to score 30 points. Well, maybe they will score 30 points in 7 minutes and 26 seconds. That game better. Oh, Nevada up 8. Get that fucking money, man. Okay. Everything is going... Everything's going to be okay. Stay calm. Everything's going to... River Rat says, I think the over is worth a look. Oh, yeah. Raiders and Chiefs, 47. Yeah. 2 bad defenses playing against each other. I think you're right, River Rat, and I'm going to make a little note of that. I think the over is worth a look. Fuzzy Lodge says, Packs Browns under 40.5. Browns bottom of the league in scoring at 14.7 a game. If the line is only -3.5 for the Pack, that means they aren't going to score either. That's a really good point, Fuzz Logic. Tomar says, I think the Raiders are a mediocre team, but the Jets went up and down the field on the Chiefs. I can't bet a team who can't stop the Jets. You know what? That's a really good point. That's a really good point, Tomar. I'm going to make that note too. Can't bet a team that can't. That's a really good point, Tomar. Thank you for that. KJ says, you're right. My bad, Bag. Oh, you know, KJ, I know it's okay to be worried, but it's not even halfway through the game, man. Jets are firing all cylinders. Let's get that cake. Remember, we just need a 1-goal lead and to bag that empty netter. Okay, Gary Wedderburn. Okay, I feel you, man. A bogey with a hoodie, man. A rapper got a song called Drowning, man. Okay, let's get that shit up here, man. Let's get that shit rolling. Well, I don't want to. We got lots of capping to do, but let's get that shit rolling. Okay. The River Rat says, grab a drink, KJ. That's what I'm saying. Republic Sunshine says, KJ, let's be a little more positive here. Well, of course, the guy named Republic Sunshine is going to be positive. Respect, man. Bogey with the hoodie, man. I got this shit. Spencer, what are you drinking, man? Nothing good, man. Just fucking little Rocca, man. Little Rocca vodka.
Even though the missing boat was last sighted in an area illuminated by
Oh shit, I know this track, man.
there was no trace of the missing ship or its captors.
Oh yeah, I know this track, man. We're not gonna be driving today, though, man. We're gonna get that fucking cake. We're doing good, man. We're gonna be just fuck yeah, Jets score. Did I hear that? The Jets fucking score. Come on, man. Come on, KJ. We're gonna fucking bring it back, man. We're gonna get paid tonight. See what happens when Republic Sunshine breathes some fucking light, gives us some fucking light. The Jets fucking score. God damn yeah. God, this is Republic Sunshine. Fuck yeah, man. River Rat, fuck yeah. Andrew Cisneros, fuck yeah, man. Get that fucking cake, man. Get that fucking cake, man. King Roger says Jazz are balling right now. That Mitchell kid is unreal good. I want money. Richie Rich says, agreed, Bag. People need to learn plenty of time left. Not over until the ref blows his whistle. Fuck yeah, man. Adam says, Jets scored. 13 minutes left in the second. We're going to be just fine, baby. Philip, my man Philip Agee says, Raiders have no options on offense other than Jerry Cook right now. And he's not up to snuff. They're looking very bad. I could not imagine them to be this bad. River Rat says, hey, man, can you all pause for a minute and then make another drink? Man, River Rat, get your drink on, man. We're going to be here until fucking 9, man. We got another hour, 12 minutes. But we got lots of games to get through, so I got to talk fast. Buzz Logic said, SBR should have a bunch of screens in the room so you can watch games you bet on. So you can do your job to the best of your ability. You're absolutely right, Buzz Logic. Respect, man. Christopher Mona said, do you ever bet on Bodog? I have not bet on Bodog before, but I haven't heard bad things about it. Saeed says, we win and lose a lot. More win, less loss is all we need. Once money is locked in, forget it. Check it later. No, respect, Lamia Saeed, respect. Gary Wedderburn, my boy Jimmy got the tunes, man. You know, I'm from the 6, so, well, I'm from 604 originally, but I've been in Toronto for, off and on a lot of my life, so I got a little too much Drizzy Drake in my head all the time, you know? Always new women, got to keep it balanced. The girl of your dreams to me probably ain't a challenge. I've been counted out so many times I couldn't count it. Funny about how my accountant having trouble trying to count it. But yeah, Gary, you know me, man. I fucking try to be as hood as possible, man. Makes me feel good about myself. Philip, all I have is to sip on some Disaronno. Delicious. Jason Finley says, love the Eagles this week. Getting 2-3 points at LA. Not sure if you touched on this game. Not yet, but we will. Okay. 2-1 Pens. There we go. There we fucking go. 2-1 Pens. God damn, I need this fucking money. I need this money. Weekends here are expensive. Hoes cost cash. Fuck, man. Let's get paid tonight. I need to get paid tonight. I had a bad night last night. I need to fix it with some fucking puck lines. Shit. Okay, 2-1, baby. Fuck yeah. Oh, Ty has a riddle. If you slip and land on a dick in a split, are you gay? Interesting question. And the answer is yes, Ty. Yes, you are gay. Okay. Raymond Coker says, do anybody love the Blazers tonight? You know, I don't like that line. I don't like that line very much, but I like the Blazers a lot. In fact, I like the under the best, and I believe I got it at 2 or 3, and it's just kind of being bet down a bit. But Big Dad, nice. From Oakville, sweet. Philip says, I actually like the Bears. Injury for Bengals will hurt them on special teams. Cohen will have some good return set up field position. Interesting. No more. Making fun of the Ace. I'm shocked Ace Farmer isn't here this week after the Vikings game outcome. You know what? He before the game said, "Oh, I didn't know Trufant was hurt. I take it all back." And whatever. Gary Wedbird says, "Anytime you're in NYC, you gotta hang out with me and my boy Kim John Joe. Man, I'm in that shit, Gary. Gary, I got you forever, man. You come down to Costa Rica, and I got you too, man. But fuck yeah, man. If I'm in NYC, I'm gonna holler at you for sure." Here we go. Tampa Bay, New York Giants, 2-2 with the over looking good. Pattern, the over is looking great. Why are we wasting our relationship on a relationship? Drake Bars, yeah. Fuck yeah, man. You know, I know there are a lot of people that hate Drizzy, but I can fucking rhyme. Much respect. Okay. Jason Finley wants me to say rivalry week 5 times real fast. Sure. Rivalry week, rivalry week, rivalry week, rivalry week, rivalry week. All right. Rashawn Brown says, how hot are the sleuths in CR? You know what? They are surprisingly not hot. It is very difficult to find a hot woman in CR. But then when you go to these establishments, there they are. But yeah, you go to the fucking supermarket, no hot women. Go to the bus stop, nasty ass bitches. But if you go downtown San Jose to the right establishments, you know, there they are. Okay, let's get this cash. First off, 56.58, 3 minutes, 11 seconds left. I should be extremely good for the under as long as this game doesn't go into fucking overtime. Nevada's up 5, and I got them plus 5.5. I'm looking good there. Let's get that fucking money. Winnipeg can come back, man. Winnipeg can come back. Pittsburgh's up 2-1. New Jersey's up 3-1. Big fucking mistake. Left money on the fucking table, and I'm very irritated that I did that. Let's move on to the next game. Vikings, -3 at Panthers with a 41 over-under. Big Dad says, what? The hottest bitches are always at the supermarket. Non-Costa Rica. Non-Costa Rica. Vikings, -3 at Panthers, over-under of 41. It feels like each week the Vikings get no respect. They're on an 8-game winning streak. Now the Panthers are playing better football. They're playing better football without Kelvin Benjamin eating fucking Mars bars in the fucking dressing room. Now, Cam Newton is becoming more and more difficult to like. He pouts when he's losing. He gloats when he's winning. He went 17 for 27, 183 yards. Is still running well. Went 6 for 51, 6 carries, 51 yards. The Vikings defense, as we talked about earlier, has Pro Bowls fucking everywhere. Good two-back system. I believe in this football team. But in saying all that, I don't think I'm going to – this was a cut. This was one of my 10 favorite plays of the week that I ended up cutting, and I don't think I'll use in the contest, but I'm curious to see what you guys think about it. Andrew Cisneros says it's going to be all on Cam, and the Vikings are super underrated. Tomer says, I backed the Vikings last week, but a lot of Vikings players talked about how this was their biggest bet of the year. Cam sucks against good defenses. But I think tough spot Vikings, small bet on Minnesota for me. I feel you. I feel you. Jason Finley says, tease Carolina, keep it close. Interesting. Lamia Saeed says, Vikings are the play. That defense will shut them down. Yeah, I mean, that was my initial take. My initial take was the Vikings. I just think they're a better football team. But, you know, Vikings have been traveling, and these are tough games. And I like the Vikings better than the Panthers, but I don't know if I would make it a play. But it seems like most people are on the Vikings. Interesting. Okay. Okay, here's a game I like very much. Next game, I like it very, very much. 49ers at Texans. Texans are 2.5-point favorites. The over-under is 42.5. Tom Savage is a bum. The Niners defense, when they're not constantly on the field, is pretty good. You'll find that most of these NFL defenses, when they're rested, when they're not forced to play 65 fucking snaps, can do a good job. Then the Niners defense were on the field for just 37 snaps. That's incredible. They held the Bears to 62 yards rushing. Houston doesn't have a passing attack either. The Niners are excited and have hope. The Texans are a decimated squad. I believe in Jimmy G. He extends drives, which is the most important thing you can do for a football team, is extend drives. The points will come, but if you extend drives, your defense is rested. I think this 49ers is in a nice spot. I think the 49ers could win again this week. I had them to win last week, and I think I'm going to take them again to win this week. Curious to see what you guys think about this. Okay, we have a few more notes. A few more notes on the Vikings game. But Jason Finley says, are the Vikings due for a loss? Well, they've won 8 straight, so I can see that. Ziggy Balls, nice man. Thank you for joining us. You seem a little drunk with your spelling. Big Dad says Cam won't execute when he needs to against this top defense. Carolina's D is good too, but Keenum gets it done when he has to. Can't go against it. I feel you. Tomar says, I think the one observation about the Vikings with Zimmer is that they almost never have letdowns. Won 8 straight with Bridgewater when Pearson went out. Interesting. Lastman says Vikings under. Interesting. Cisneros says Garoppolo is legit. I agree. Ziggy Ball says I lean Panthers. So that's back to the Panthers-Vikings game. Adam Lastman likes the under in this game, 42.5. Well, yeah, I think that's an interesting spot. I'm going to make a little note there. Chris IG, what it is, says go Garoppolo. Big Dad says he can only get better every week. I agree. Tormer says San Francisco has the perfect matchup against the Bears defense riddled with injuries. I think Garoppolo was a system quarterback in New England. Houston defense sucks, but I'm not betting this game. Gary Wedderburn says, yeah, you were right. San Francisco all over that Houston ass. There we go, man. I think this is a really good spot for San Francisco, and I will be making it a play. Utah's still up 6. I just need to make sure that this fucking Virginia game doesn't go into fucking overtime. God damn it. West Virginia's up 2. God damn, I need to make sure this game doesn't go into overtime. Please, God. Okay, sounds like we're all in the Niners there. I like the sounds of that. Let's go to the next game. River Rat says 49ers for the win. Jimmy got his warm-up game in and won. Houston is on Cleveland level. I agree with you, River Rat. I agree with you. I'm even thinking of making this my best bet. I am. Oh, Philip, my man AJ Philip, going back about to the Vikings game, says Vikings are not versatile enough at the running back position to expose the Panthers like the Saints did. The corners for Carolina can match up with the wide receiver for the Vikes, which allows the linebacker core of Carolina to do the work. I think that you have a lot of truth in that statement, but I do kind of like this two-back system that the Vikings are using. But I think you're right. Thielen and Stephon Diggs, they don't really I don't know. I think that they can spread the – I think they're not bad wide receivers. They're pretty good wide receivers, but I think what you're saying, there's a lot of truth there. Tomar says it could be a letdown spot for Garoppolo off his first win with San Francisco. Tough play back-to-back road games. Yeah, and Big Dad says, yeah, interesting theory, Tomar. Yeah, no, legit. Well, this is a game that I find very interesting. Cowboys, -4.5 at Giants. Over under of 41.5. I like the under here. Let's talk about this game. Dallas will feed Alfie Morris, and for good reason. He's a good running back. The Giants fired GM and coach. Good for them. Those guys are fucking clowns. McAdoo's a fucking write-off. And the Cowboys are still hanging on the playoff hopes. I do not believe in Dak Prescott. I've made that perfectly clear over and over again. He went 11 for 22 for 102 yards and didn't deserve to be the winning quarterback. Alfie was a beast last game, 27 carries for 127 yards. Spagnuolo is taking over the spot in New York, and he's bringing Eli back, which I respect. Some questions, though. Were the Giants playing to get McAdoo fired? Possible. I like the under 41.5 here. I do have a lean towards the Giants, but I'm definitely not. Or sorry, I do have a lean towards the Cowboys, but I'm definitely not going to make that one of my picks. And curious to see what you guys think. Rise Hack says, "What do you think about the Jazz right now?" I think we're in a good spot. Aren't we in a great spot? Oh fuck, Rangers tied it up. Jeez, what the fuck? What is it? Jesus Christ. Fucking Rangers tied it up, cocksucker. God damn it. I like the Jazz. I like where they're at. Up 7, good spot. Please tell me this game isn't going into overtime. 64-59. That should be good. Give me my fucking money. Ball State is still beating Notre Dame. Crazy. Okay. Thomas says Panther D is being bad. Everyone is running against him. I think the D is overrated. I agree. Jason Finley loves the under. I think it's a good spot for the under. Ziggy Ball says Panthers are in the same spot Seattle was on Sunday. Interesting, Ziggy. Big Dad 138 says Cowboys rule the Giants, but with the firing, I don't know. Interesting. Ziggy Balls leans Texans against my Niners. Okay. Tomar says, I really like the Giants. I think the team rallies around Eli with him back after being on the bench. Dallas got lucky to get Washington in a short week, and Gruden is a shit coach who didn't have his team ready to play. Those are really strong points, Tomar. I agree with him. Gary Wedderburn says, give me the G-Men. It's going to be a homecoming for Eli. Interesting. MVP Sports Pick. Man, Stooch. My man Stoochie in the house. Love to have you, homie. Thank you for joining us. Ziggy Ball says, I ran with the Giants. Tomar says, not a big bet because Giants are a bad team, but I think they play hard here in the divisional game. Chris IG, bounce back for the Giants. Big Dad 138 says, I've been a Cowboys fan since I was 10, and I usually feel like I have a good read on them, but I honestly don't know this week. Saeed says, small bet on the Cowboys. Most probably not a bet on the game. I feel you. Stooge! Bet the book says, fade the Cowboys. Perfect week. Interesting. Ball, Taylor, wow. Ball State won fucking outright. God damn it. They call me Stoochie, and I love Costa Rican coochie. Man. Bringing out a little Drizzy Drake, Stooch. Respect. Well, I'm very interested that you guys all were on the Giants. I think that's very, very interesting. I'm going to take a look at what that money line is, too. Very, very interesting. And respect. Okay, let's keep moving. Redskins at Chargers. Chargers are 6-point favorites with over-under of 46. A guy I run with, a great football capper named Bebsy, he thinks this is a golden spot for the Chargers. Loves it. He absolutely loves it. Says the Skins look like a broken squad. And they do. The Cowboys game could have cost Cousins millions of dollars. Could have. It did not look good. Chargers have caught the Chiefs at 6-6 after starting out 1-5. Bosa and Ingram are going to pressure Cousins nonstop. Bosa could win Defensive Player of the Year. This is the best 6-6 team in football. No one will want to play these Chargers come playoff time. The Chargers are surging. What do you guys think? Okay, we got a couple more notes on. We got one on the Vikings game, one on the Cowboys game, and then we're going to run with the Chargers. So, my man Philip Ages says a lot of man coverage ran by those Vikings. A lot of backs will be turned on Cam, which will allow him to run. I'm leading Carolina. But Case is such a good manager of the game, he's hard to pick against. Those are great points, Phil. Great points. Big Dad 138 says, with no Sean Lee, the Cowboys are legit fucked. That's another good point. Jason Finley says, Chargers all day. Big Dad 138 says, Chargers will roll. Too many injuries in Washington to compete. Chris IG said, Chargers to win, but failed to cover the spread. Ooh, and my man Stooch says, Redskins. Ooh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me just make sure this game isn't going overtime. West Virginia 66-61. Let's just end this fucking game and give the bag his fucking money. Beautiful. Give the bag his fucking money, man. Let's get this game over with. Tomar says, I'm sick hearing this Chargers team. I'm on Washington. Ooh, interesting. Thursday games don't mean shit, always misleading. The Chargers depend on pass rush, but Redskins have a good O-line. Chargers disappoint playing as well. They do have a good O-line, but they lost another guy on Thursday and unlikely to play this week. And how many left tackles can you fucking lose until you don't have a good O-line? River Rat says, I'm on the Skins at first look. Just a lean, though. Seems like the Chargers have a close game every week. Too many points. Interesting. My man Saeed says, 6 points, too much to lay with the Chargers. Gary Wedderburn says, under on that game. Good defenses on both sides, but Redskins are too injured. But a strong lean under 46. Interesting. Very interesting. Luke, what it is, man. Thank you for joining us. Says, it's worth noting that the Skins haven't had back-to-back road games until this Chargers game. Interesting. Jason Finley says, parlay Chargers. Bet the Book says, Redskins have value on the road. Stucci says, but I'm not willing to put my eyebrows on it. You're right. Stucci did say, you guys remember last week, Stucci said, if the Vikings lose, I will shave my eyebrows. And he's got bushy, gorgeous brows that will be there for a long time. Respect. Tomer says, this line would have been a pick'em 2 weeks ago. Los Angeles is not a hard place to play. You're absolutely right about that. Preds have scored. Fuck. Damn it. Not good. Tampa's up 4-2. That overhit in a fucking hurry. I don't think I made the right calls on NHL this evening. Okay. We still got time. Rise says, do you think OKC can come back? I don't know what to make of this fucking Thunder basketball tonight. I'm on the Jazz tonight. Big Dad 138 says, I always look at the D's first, then compare the offense in close games. Redskins don't match up. You're right. The Chargers have a very good D right now, especially with the way Boza and Ingram are playing. Steven Alla, thank you for joining. Says, couldn't get Jazz +8, but got them at +6. Seemed like a no-brainer. I think we're in a great spot, Steven. Skylar Meyer, oh no. Skylar Meyer, you gotta watch your shit today. I didn't know how to ban people yesterday, but I know how to now. Bet the Book says Skins have extra rest. Big Dad says they need it. Stooch says I love my brows. Respect. Ziggy Ball says whenever there is a firing, it's a good team to bet on, and Eli might start. Has something to prove after he got benched. Yeah. Tomar says Redskins also have extra time to prepare, and Cousins is in the contract year. Cousins might have lost a lot of fucking money, man. Played really bad against the Cowboys. Andrew G says, damn, these overs are killing me. Adam Lastman thinks Chargers win and cover. Oh, fuck. 3-2 Rangers? Cocksucker. Things are going against me. Okay. Let's not worry. Stu says, LA did not play well last week against the Browns, but I see them being much more focused this game. Absolutely. Was a really bad goal. Fuck. Damn it. Okay. Let's not worry. Although there's every reason to be concerned. Let's not worry. Did I hit? Let me hit that fucking. I hit the Virginia under, right? Good. Okay, barely, just by 5 fucking points, man. Okay, that's all good. A win is a fucking win. Okay. Republic Sunshine says, what an upset. Ball State, wow, yeah, nuts. Tomer says, I think the Chargers are a solid team, a playoff team, but people are talking about them like they're a contender. They haven't beaten an even half-decent team. I hear you, man. I hear you. I think they are a good team, though. I think they will be tough to play against. Wow, South Dakota State's beating Wichita State straight up. Samford is beating Memphis. Nuts. Texas A&M is up 9-4. Let me go 3-0 in basketball. Fuck. Okay. Let's keep moving. Stooch says LA is 7-20 against the spread. Okay, I'm gonna get this fixed here. Just give me a second, fellas. I'm going to do a quick thing here. Bang. Okay. Restore chat. Okay. Let's see. 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 Okay. Let Oh, fuck. Just trying to fix something here. Oh, there we go. Meyer. Block. All right. Okay, and I'm going to pop the chat out. Done. Stay up. There. Okay. We will never have to worry about Skylar Meyer again. That whoever it is, I'm certain it's a man, but we will never have to waste our fucking time with that ignorant, racist fucking cocksucker. Fuck you, Skylar Meyer. Stay the fuck away from all of us, you ignorant fucking clown. Come fucking face to face with some of us so we can fuck you up the way you deserve to be fucked up. Okay, let's get back to capping. Okay. Tolmore says, Philip H is talking about horse racing. There's some big races coming up, but the season is kind of over until Boxing Day and starts up in Santa Anita and starts running again. Tolmore says, Ziggy Cousins doesn't care about the playoffs. He wants that money. His dream is alive, and he will want to bounce back after being embarrassed last week. Yeah. That's possible. Republic Sunshine says, small bet on the Cowgirls, money line only. Richie Rich says, Bolts 5-2. Wow, this team is smoking hot. Christopher Mon says, bag for Prime Minister. Thank you. Tom Marino says, I think the Chargers are a playoff team in a weak division. I think that I like the Chargers better than you do, and that's clear. But I feel you. All right. So I just didn't know how to do the band before, so it's empowering. But let's focus on it. Let's focus on. And Philip says every year people say Chargers are a playoff team. Playoffs come and Chargers are never there. I feel you. Big Dad says Rivers will fuck up eventually, like he always does. I'm sure. Hey man, I like this Chargers team better than you guys, but I hear all of what you guys are saying. Okay, now this is a spot that I thought I really liked, and I'm curious to see what you guys think of this. Johnny Redbeard, Jazz +8 second half. Thoughts? I think the Jazz are in a good spot. I don't know what the score is. They're up 8 right now. I don't know. Wow, that under is going to hit easily too. And I got the under in the other fucking game in the fucking Blazers game, but whatever. King AB here too. Sweet, man. And Chris ID says, just when you are ready to fake Kirk Cousins, he has a big game. That's just gambling for you. Okay, Jets at Broncos. Pick 'em. 41 is the over-under. Broncos just got shit kicked by the Dolphins. It seems like their defense has checked out too. The one thing that was keeping them together was their fucking defense, and now they're nowhere to be found. Kenyon Drake tore them open for 23 carries and 120 yards. Shouldn't be a pick'em. The Jets are playing solid football. McCown just went 26 for 36 for 331 yards and 1 touchdown. The Broncos look awful. There has to be some dissension in this room. Forte and Powell are running well. Kurtz just caught 9 passes for 157 yards. Anderson caught 8 passes for 107 yards. I like the Jets here, but I've already heard a couple guys liking the Broncos, so I'd like to hear more about it. Jazz money line, Chris IG. If you did it, great spot, man. Big Dad 138 likes the Jets. I think this is a great spot for the Jets. But I've heard a couple people talk about the Broncos, so I'd like to hear a little more. The over-under is at 41, and I don't know how anybody could put money and trust and belief on this Broncos team. Scott Carter is under Vancouver or under Virginia in for you. Yeah, good. I needed that because hockey's not looking very good. Which is very irritating, especially when the Devils were sitting there at +180. I'm fucking pissed off. Chris IG says the Jets are scrappy. Laremy Saeed says Broncos season is over. Jets -1. Big Dad says Broncos horrendous. How the fuck do you get smashed by the Dolphins? You should all retire after that performance. I agree. Dan Kelly, Jazz second half money line +340. Really. Chris IG says it's their time to win. And Big Dad says, and don't blame not having to leave. I agree. Jets, kinda. Yeah, River Rat's not really feeling Jets. Philip says, Jets' record isn't sexy, but they're playing pretty good football. Broncos are unstable. I'm going Jets. I think so. Johnny Redbeard says, absolutely amazing spots for the Jets, Jimmy. Broncos are done. They're wrapping it up for the year. I agree. Chris IG says, Broncos are a dumpster fire. Big Dad says, Jets are like the Redskins. They find ways to win. Who would have thought they'd be 5-7 at this point? They were their over/under for season wins was 3.5. Amazing. Johnny Redbeard says, Eli to the Broncos. We were talking about that today. Certainly looks like the spot for him. But don't forget that Coughlin is on the Jags. And if I was looking at two squads, if I was looking at the Broncos squad and the Jags squad, and I was an old quarterback, I would definitely run with my man Coughlin and the Jags. So I kind of expect them to go to the Jags. But it's either the Jags or the Broncos, without a doubt. Gary Winterman says, me too. Who's back in Denver? I need to hear that defense for that shit. Yeah, man, I agree. And Richard Rich says, it's all over Buffalo, but still 0-0. Johnny Redbeard says, Eli to the Broncos or Jags, 100%. Yeah, and John Boyer Crosby, new name, man. Thank you for joining us. Says Alex Smith to the Broncos. Dan Kelly says, what the hell happened to that Montana State? Yeah, what did happen? I haven't been following that game. I was very curious to see how that game ended up. Ziggy Ball says, Eileen Broncos, something off about the Jets, and they're not good on the road. Interesting. King AB, Eli's the most overrated quarterback in NFL history. I don't think you can be an overrated quarterback, the most overrated quarterback in NFL history if you've led your team to 2 Super Bowls. I agree he's overrated, but let's just face facts. He's led his team to 2 fucking Super Bowls. That's a big fucking deal. Big Dad says, which piece of trash is quarterbacking for Denver this week? I don't know. Probably Simeon, but God, he looks awful. Okay, next game. Titans, -3 at Cardinals. Over under of 44. Now, I like 2 things here. I like the Titans. I'm probably not going to put it in my best bet because their Titans are so underwhelming and hard to believe in. But I also like the under 44 here, and I'm curious to see what you guys think of this. The Titans are fighting for top spot in the AFC South, and they're playing a broken team. The Titans are 8-4. I mean, they're the worst team with a winning record in the NFL. But they're grinding out wins in close games, and that's what good teams do. They're playing well. Their defense has been solid, but lacks identity. Peterson will probably be out, but Kerwin looked good for the Cards. 16 carries, 97 yards. The Cards have a busted-up O-line. With all these problems the Cards have, Fitzgerald is still one of the greatest players of all time. 10 catches, 98 yards, 1 TD. No other Cardinal receiver had more than 2 catches. Gabbert is the check down king, man. He just fucking checks down. 18 passes, 18 completions, 18 for 32, 221 yards, 1 TT, 2 interceptions. Gabbert is not the answer, but he's a good backup quarterback. Let's see what you guys think. So a couple more notes on the last game. Scott Ryan says, Broncos was my first choice way before all this came out because of a relationship with his brother. Talking about where Eli goes with his brother in LA. But I believe Jack's maybe because of Coughlin. I really think that Bortles has to step up in the next little bit. And if he doesn't, I think Eli Manning will be their quarterback. Tomer says, Titans have beaten shit teams, but secondary sucks. And Arizona does have a solid run defense. I lean under, but I'm not betting this game. I like the under here. Under 44? I think I like it quite a bit. Todd62, welcome, man. Says, Falcons will lose Thursday, period. That's what we think. Most of us are on the Saints. Gary Wedderburn says, first half under. Titans have been under in the half 3 out of the 4 first halves. Wow, interesting. Taylor Jones says, Duke already up 19, but you can never trust Coach K to cover spreads, I know. But the first half, you can cover the first half. Ziggy Ball says, something off about that Jets line. See, I'm comfortable with it. Broncos are at home, and Jets shouldn't really be favored here, but I think they're going to win. Big Dad says, Titans are hard to get on. I don't believe they're a good team at all, and Mariota isn't good enough to take on the road for me. That's legitimate. My man Luke says, Titans don't blow teams out. They've won 1 game by over 4 points on the road this year. Wow, interesting. Ziggy Balls leans Titans. Raptors are on a roll in the 3rd quarter. Nice. Casey finally fucking got in them. Chris IG says Titans and the under. I think that's where I'm leaning. Tormore says Titans are a very conservative team with the lead. Malarkey is a disappointing coach, in my opinion. Malarkey has been a disappointing coach. I agree. MVP Sportsbook, my man Stu says this show is solid information. Thank you, man. And it's all you guys helping me out, man. You guys with the capping is wonderful. Tomar says Jets have been trash on the road all year. Denver is still a tough place to play. Jets in a letdown spot off a win. God, I like the Jets here. Saeed says, what about the totals? I think this is the Titans Cardinals under is one of my favorite plays and was a late cut of my top 5, but I can still bring it back in, especially if you guys are into it. Yeah. Big Dad likes the stat that Luke dropped. Let me read it again. It is a really good stat. Titans don't blow teams out. They've won one game by over 4 points on the road this year. Yeah. River Rat says, I was on the Tennessee early, but not so much of late. Tennessee hasn't done anything but beat bad teams. I think that is a real truth. They've only been beating bad teams. But they are 8-4. So they are grinding out those wins in close games. Let's keep rolling. Seahawks. This is a tough spot, man. I'm very curious to see what you guys think of this. Seahawks at Jaguars. Jaguars are 3-point favorites. Over under at 39.5, and I'm leaning under here. Neither of these plays are in my beat the bag top 5. But I kind of have a lean to the Seahawks too. Let's break it down a little bit. The Jags are playing just good enough to win each week. Just good enough to win. But the Seahawks will dial up a ton of pressure to force Bortles to win the game. Even without Sherman and Chancellor, this defense gets the job done, and it's all about dialing up pressure. The Giants, it was a giant win over the Eagles. A giant fucking win that caught me by surprise. Wentz couldn't handle the pressure. Could Bortles possibly handle the pressure? The Seahawk front 7 is legit. They will fill the box so that Fournette can't beat them. If Fournette can't beat them, can Bortles? Maybe. I mean, Earl Thomas is still out there, but there's no Chancellor and Sherman. Ajayi against the Seahawks went 9 carries for 35 yards. Blount went 8 carries for 26 yards. Man, this Seahawks defense is not saying die. This team is not saying die, and they're still fighting. Very, very exciting and very interesting. Let's see. River Rat is on the under with me, Tennessee Cardinals. I think that's a good place. Big Dad has some more Denver comments. Says, Denver used to be a tough place to play. When your offense is like a high school offense, you have no chance. I agree. Ziggy Ball says, I leaned Titans last week. Cardinals thought the Cardinals were going to show up, and they didn't. Southso 317, thanks for joining us. Says Seahawks all day, and you're getting points with them too. It's a very interesting spot. Scott Ryan says Pitt giving 5 to Baltimore is too much based on the beating they took last night against Cincy, and without Shazier, Baltimore +5 is low-hanging fruit. It is, and you can get +7. Forget 5, you can get +7. Ziggy Ball's lean Seahawks. Tomore says, I like Jacksonville this week. Teams that look great or horrible on national TV are usually overvalued or undervalued next week. I think this is a statement game for Jacksonville. Interesting. My man Stooge says Jacksonville's 1-5 in their last 6 games after against the spread win. Another interesting point. Saeed says Seahawks and the points. Tomor says Jaguar defensive line should destroy Seattle's offensive line. Wilson is great at home, but he's not the same quarterback on the road. Interesting. Big Dad 138 says every other week the Jags fail to cover, and this week is a fail to cover week. Interesting. King AB says Seahawks smashed my Eagles last week, but Jags man coverage is superior. And I think a lot of plays Wilson got last week will not be there. You know, Wilson just makes things happen. That's just what he does. He makes things happen. Stooge says Seahawks all day. River Rat says, oh, fuck yeah. Best bet on the card. Seattle will destroy the Jags this weekend. Wow. They start slow, as they always do, but we'll turn it on late in the season. Seattle rolls. Ooh, River Rat. Ooh. Tomer says, Eagles couldn't handle the noise with Peters out, and we're flat. Seattle is not a good team right now, in my opinion. Ooh. And King AB agrees. Gary Wedderburn says, I got Hawks. First quarterback Jags are going to face that isn't a statue in the pocket. Jags better get their skates ready. Ooh, good point, Gary. My man Philip says that Seahawk offensive line struggled with Philly. What do you think they will do against Jacksonville? Yeah, no, that Jacksonville front seven is ferocious. Stucci says Russell Wilson is going to light it up like I light up fire joints. Big Dad says Wilson is a master of escape. Totally, Jimmy. Fun to watch as a fan. Isn't he fun to watch? God, is he fun to watch. Republic Sunshine says, yep, I lean on the Seahawks too, like 2017 type of game. I think so. I think that under is in play, but fuck, it's low, 39.5, very low. But Dan Kelly says nobody mentioning the cross-country travel. That's a good point. Stephen Alice says Seahawks seem to be getting hot right now, and Jacksonville very overrated, but personally staying away. Philip says that offensive scheme for Baltimore is so bland. Oh, this is about the Baltimore game. I agree, but I like Harbaugh. I think Harbaugh's a good coach. But Philip says that offensive scheme for Baltimore is so bland, like country club fried chicken, no flavor. That Steeler blitz package will be all over that statue, Joe Flacco. Ooh, but that's a big spread, and with Shazier out, that's tough, man. That's fucking tough. I think that's a real tough spot, Phil. Taylor Jones says, does that total seem low? 39.5. It does seem low. Well, more people are on the Seahawks, man. More people are on the Seahawks than the Jags. I get it. I get it, man. After that game against the fucking Eagles, Seahawks look like the truth. Okay, next game. We'll move on. My man Johnny Redbeard says Seahawks a whole different beast away from their home field. Yeah. Gary Wedderburn says, fuck the line, Russ. Russ out there playing 7-on-7. Russ is a beast. And Sauso says it's an oddly low line. There's no question. It's oddly low line. Recency bias. You're absolutely right, Chris. Tomer says, I would not bet this game. Steelers have Patriots next week. They're clearly limiting Bell's workload, and Brown is hurt, and Shazier is the leader of the defense. Wow. Talking about the Baltimore Steelers game. Big Dad says it must be the defense is getting a lot of respect. You're right. Clearly that's the situation. Okay, next game. Eagles at Rams. Rams are 2-point favorites. The over-under is 50.5. Will the Eagles bounce back? Did Pete Carroll just write the book on how to beat the Eagles? The Rams have a lot of the same personnel that the Seahawks have. Could do the same. Wade Phillips is a very good defensive coordinator. There's no doubt about that. Eagles defense should be able to stop the Rams offense. They should be. Gurley had a great game last week against the Cards. 19 runs for 74 yards, 6 catches for 84 yards. This is an interesting spot. Eagles at Rams, -2. I don't have I'm not going to put it in the beat the bag contest at this point, but this is a very interesting spot, and I'm curious to see what you guys think of this. Saeed, I think he's talking about the Seahawks Jaguars, and correct me if I'm wrong, Saeed, but he's saying over in the Seahawks Jaguars because it's a very low line, 39.5. Philip AG says that Seattle-Jackson game is tough. Public will be all over Seattle. If you've taken them, do it early because the public will make the line come down. You're absolutely right, Philip. Absolutely right. Big Dad says, oh, this is going to be a great game. And as a Cowboy fan, I can't wait to see the Eagles lose back-to-back games. Oh, I get it. Tolmore says, I like the Eagles here. I think the Eagles struggle with Seattle since they aren't used to that environment. LA is not a tough place to play. Rams offense starts with Gurley. Eagles have a top run defense. Those are good points. Ziggy Ball says, Seahawks turn it up in December. They will make Bryles beat them. Yeah. Yeah. I think you mean Bortles. Because Art Bryles is no longer coaching because his players right. Tomer says, Eagles couldn't pass much because the offensive line sucked in the first half. I think they will be better here. Interesting. Oh, Saeed was talking Eagles-Rams over. Okay. Thank you, Saeed. Yeah, it's a pretty big spread, though. A pretty big line. 50.5? That's a lot, but I hear you. I hear you, man. Tomer says Jazz up double digits. Great. Big Dad 138 says Eagles got bitch slapped by Seattle, and the rest of the league will see they are invincible. That's true. Philip AG says, not touching that one. Going to be a good game, though. Scott Ryan says, bag. Great choice not to put it in the beat the bag this week. It's a tough game. I believe Philly will bounce back, but they may not win outright. Giving them points will be enough for them to cover. Yeah, this is a tough game. No question about that. And we're going to see the Eagles, who they really are, if they can bounce back in this situation. King AB says, Wilson escaped about 5 plays that could have been sacked for 99% of NFL quarterbacks. He did. Without getting to the quarterback, the Eagles cannot cover well enough. I agree. Big Dad 138 says, Eagles better not have a game like last week because Rams can score. Tolmore says, the Eagles need a wake-up call. Though thought they could show up and beat Seattle. Wilson is a beast at home and on primetime. Rams haven't beaten a good team yet. They got exposed by the Vikings. Interesting. River Rat says, Rams and Eagles, best game of the week. I wanted the over, but 49.5 is a little too much. It's a little too much. But Lamia, our boy Lamia Saeed, thinks it's no problem, so it's got to give you a little confidence for sure. Siggy Ball says, I lean Rams. Rams have more to play for than the Eagles. Eagles are set at 10-2. I feel you. Gary Wedderburn says, I like the Rams. They've been playing NFC East team hard, and they're 2-1 against NFC East, and they play them closer. Yeah, no, that's a good point, Gary. That's a good point. Tomar says everyone plays the NFC East well. The division sucks other than Philadelphia. Oh, that's a good point too. Okay, we talked about this game a little bit, so let's hammer it hard here. Ravens at Steelers. Steelers are 7-point favorites. This is a big, big game, and the Steelers are looking hurt. Luke says, Dan Kelly, my man Dan Kelly says, staying out west all week should help the Eagles. You're right. Big Dad says, I agree, Ziggy, but you have a good point, Tomor. I think they'll adjust. Luke says, I think Eagles might be a bit overrated. Who have they beaten besides the Panthers? I feel like they just beat up on shitty teams. Possible. Let's break down this game a little more. Ravens, Steelers. Steelers, 7-point favorites. Shazier injury really hurts the Steelers. Schuster suspended, but we all like what he did, except standing over him. If he had just fucked him with that heavy hit and then not stood over him, that would have probably worked. Now the Ravens are looking for that wild card. The Ravens offense has come out of nowhere and it's looking pretty good. They have Wallace and Macklin, and they got Watson, then they got Collins running with Woodhead as a change of pace back. Man, I just said 5 legitimate offensive weapons. Flacco, the statue, as Philip just called him, the statue. I know a lot of people hate on him, but he had an okay day. 23 for 36, 269 yards, 2 TDs. I like, with Shazier out and Schuster suspended, I like the Ravens here. And I'd like to see here what you guys think about this. Okay. Tomor says, Luke, it's not just who you beat, it's how you beat them. Eagles dominated Carolina and Minton. They've been beating up the bad team. My man Gary Wedderburn said, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow all day. I think the Steelers are a very good team, but this is a tough spot. And will they be looking towards that Patriots game like Tomor mentioned? Big Dad says, I hope Shazier is all right. You never want to see anyone really get really hurt like that. You're absolutely right. Salso 317 says, Ravens D can keep this close. Tomor says, every team that has lost an elite middle linebacker or leader has fallen apart. Bears with Trevathan, Carolina with Kuechly, Houston with Cushing, Dallas with Lee. Ravens play well in Pittsburgh. Ooh, that's a really strong fact, Tomor. You're right. I mean, this is a huge loss for the Steelers, a huge loss. I think it's a great point, Tomor. Dan Kelly says, I'm seeing only 5 and 5.5 bag. Interesting. Let's just go to this right now. Wow, that line came down instantly. Opened at plus 7.5. I guess the injuries just changed everything. Good call. Good call, Dan. You're right. Wow, Utah up 16. How fucking easy was that? A bunch of the guys on the morning show are on the fucking money line. Much respect to them, man. Much respect to them. God, we need some fucking goals. Cocksucker. Okay. Chris IG says, playoff mode. Flacco's gearing up. Dan Kelly, love the Ravens in this spot. River Rat, no way Steelers should be favored by 7, man. I love the Ravens here, but damn, the spread being that high seems strange. Well, as Dan mentioned, it's just gone down to 5.5. Why the hell would they be giving so much? I agree. Big Dad 138 says Steelers fucked me hard this year, so I can't bet on them anymore. They're trash. Salso agrees. You know what? The Steelers are going to be there in the AFC Championship game. So hate them or love them. You know, as my man Gary said, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Get used to it. Now, if Shazier's hurt and they can't withstand that loss to an elite middle linebacker like that, that could change things. But Tomor says Jimmy Smith injury is huge though. Ravens secondary has been shit with him out. Brown hurt. I'm not sure if Pittsburgh can take advantage. Not betting game. Lean Baltimore. I feel you. Bet the book say. Bet the book says Steelers play good against 500 and above teams. Also, they do. My man Philip Agee says Steelers run a 3-4 defense. Arthur Modes calls the defensive plays, not Ryan. I hear you. That is the truth. And the Steelers defense it's been good all year. Oh my God, Pred scored again. Oh, Pittsburgh goal. Fuck. Okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Let's get Pittsburgh. How much time is left in that game? Lots of time in the third period. Okay. All we need is one in an empty netter, and then we can't lose if you took my 3 puck lines. Okay. Gary Wedderburn says I guess we could lose because I guess we only got a plus 180, so we'll lose this tiny bit. Fuck! I should have taken the fucking Devils. God damn it. Okay. Gary Wedderburn says we've been looking forward to Pats since they beat us last year, and since we've gone 10-2, no worries. Killer bees. You're right. 10-2 is a nice spot. Okay, we tied it up. Thank God. Republic Sunshine says Ravens all day. Early Christmas gift. Wow. 3-1 for the Wings. Damn it. Okay, that's okay. King Roger says Stars will come back. My man Garrett Blaze now is nice. Yo, Jimmy, what's up? Just got off work. Missed most of your show. Well, thank you for joining us now, Garrett Blaze. What it is, man. Thank you. Tomor says Shazier calls some of the plays, but he is their leader. He's the fastest linebacker in the league and was a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. It's a huge loss. River Rat says Steelers game will be a replay of the Bengals game. I don't know who will win, but I imagine it will be by 3. I think you're right. River Rat. I think you're right. God, we need some goals here. Fuck. All right, Nevada's still up 7. Jesus. This is all looking very good. Arizona's up 3, so that's not looking so good. Wow, Nebraska's beating Minnesota. Thank God I didn't jump on that. SMU's beating TCU. South Dakota State is still beating Wichita State. Crazy. I knew after how badly they just played against Missouri State that they were going to come fucking running, man. Funny how teams do that. If a team has had a really bad game prior, they're undervalued, and they step up. And we're watching the Red Wings do that right now. Disappointing. And I fucking Cisneros, my man Cisneros lost running with me a couple nights ago, and I don't want this to continue, Cisneros. I want to make you cash. So still some time left. Let's not panic. Gary Wedderburn says, "Fuck that! You about to get cold if you're a Raven backer." I hear you, man. Garrett Blaze says Vancouver's price is right now. It's the best it's been all day. Plus 111, tempting. Very tempting. There's no doubt about that. Big Dad says Stars fucking suck balls. Oh no, 3-0 Nashville. Fuck. Salso 17 says love the show, Jimmy. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, my man. Wow, Richie Rich, both 6'2". We are seeing the NHL championship. Are we seeing the NHL championship when they're 17-18? They're going to have to get through the fucking Pens. The Pens are still a team. And don't forget, when you're looking at this Pittsburgh Penguins squad, they have salary cap room. So I believe it was only like a couple million at the start of the year. But if you take like 2.3 or 2.4 million at the start of the year and don't use it, that becomes almost 11 million at the trade deadline. Right? So The Pens are going to fucking add. But no question, the Lightning seem to be the best team in the league right now. No question. Ziggy Ball says, I lean Ravens. They were blown out. The Ravens are fighting for a playoff spot. And the only Steelers game I lost was in Baltimore. Interesting. Stephen Allen, what up? Says, hey, Jimmy, can you remind me of what you're on for the Portland game later? Yes, I have Portland -6, and I have the under. I believe I got -5.5 in the morning show, but when I put in the action, I got -6, which sucked. So yeah, wow, that over is going to hit easy in that fucking Raptors game. Easy. So I like the under. The under is something I'm very comfortable with. I like the under, and I've got Portland -6. I almost doubled up on Portland at the half too, but I'm very thankful that they didn't. I like just having the one spot here, and all's good. All's good. We just need Pittsburgh to take care of some fucking business, man. Should have taken the fucking Lightning on the puck right, man. New Jersey wins 4-1. We wouldn't be worrying about a thing if I had taken New Jersey. God damn it. Okay. Janice Panda says, I like your hat. Thank you, Janice. Okay, so we are looking very good today in everything but hockey. Okay, let's move on to the Monday Nighter. Now, we didn't talk about two games without spreads, and we can talk about them. We have the Lions at Tampa, which is off the book right now, and we also have the Colts at Bills. So we can get to them if we have time. We should probably hammer off that Monday Nighter. Salso says, followed you on that Jazz and Portland. Nice. River Rat says, to hell with OKC, man. Yeah, we're making so much money fading them, we should keep fading them. Nell C, welcome to the show. My man says, Pitt has been looking at Week 15 game versus New England for weeks, hence just getting buying games. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, the Monday Nighter, Patriots, -11 at the Dolphins. Over-under of 47. Now, the Patriots give no one a reason to bet against it. They're playing very good football. Gronk is suspended, which is probably good for them because it lessens the chance that he'll get hurt before the playoffs start. They're just firing on all cylinders, man. Lewis went 15 carries for 92 yards. Burkhead went 12 carries for 78 yards. Dolphins look good versus a pathetic Broncos squad. You know, they're playing well. Cutler went 18 for 31 for 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Still 2 picks, man. The guy's a fucking clown. Kenyon Drake was a fucking beast, man. 23 carries for 120 yards. And Stills and Landry look good. They're 2 good wide receivers. They got a good receiving core. Man, I'm a big Kiko Alonso fan. You want to know what I'm a huge fan? I'm a huge Cam Wake fan. Defensive Player of the Year in CFL back-to-back years for the BC Lions. Now, I would not bet against the Patriots even without Gronk. But if there was a spot to do it, I think the Dolphins can cover here. Let's see what you guys think. Big Dad says, hockey's a money pit for gambling. I fucking hate it. You know, I don't know. There's some good spots, and let's not worry about things right at this point. Tomar says, I like New England because Gronk is hurt. I think the insurance Patriots will be focused. With Bennett, Gronk out isn't that big of a deal, in my opinion. Against shit defenses like Dolphins, Pat's O-line will want to bounce back. Big Dad says only -11 because of no Gronk, I guess. Chris IG says contrarian bet. Dolphins money line. Well, they did it last year, if you remember, but that was a team with Tannehill at quarterback, not fucking Cutler. Ziggy Ball says, I lean Lions. Lions are in a must-win. Yeah, Lions at Tampa. We can get to that game in a second, but we're going to hammer Patriots Dolphins right now. Bet the book says no Gronk, no cover. Interesting. Tomar says Denver defense has been overrated all year. No to lead, weak pass rush. They have been. You're right. I still expect them to step up for some reason. I've stopped, but I had been expecting them to step up, you know. River Rat says New England is going to do what they always do to the Dolphins. Dan Kelly says no matter how bad you have it, if you don't have to sign Melo's paycheck every 2 weeks, yeah, man. Fuck. Salso says stay away. Costa says I'm still riding Winnipeg over and Nashville over. Let's go. I need goals. Fuck, I need goals too, man. I need goals too. Let's get them. Come on, Winnipeg. Winnipeg should step up. Rangers need a goal. Let's fucking get this, man. God damn. Fucking annoying. But we have over half a period in the Rangers Pens game. You can just imagine going over fucking 3 in hockey and then winning every single one of my fucking NBA and NCAA bets. It's going to be fucking annoying. But let's not worry about that right now. Well, there's not a lot of people saying the Patriots are going to cover no problem without Gronk. In fact, I don't hear anybody doing it. Dan Kelly says, every time I fade the Pats, I lose. And when I take them, I win. Gun to the head, Fins. Yeah, I think with Gronk out, I mean, the Pats have been handling everything so easy. I don't know if they can continue to do that. But they certainly are a very thorough football team right now. Their defense looks good. Their offense looks good. They just look good in every facet of the game. But Dolphins at home looked good last week. Reasonably healthy squad. Who knows, you know? Nell C says New England might be overlooking this game. I think so too. Bet the Book says Fins a lean on the cover. I think so. I think so. So we are running late. In 13 minutes, the legend Gabe Morency will be on here live. So please stick around to have fun with Gabe. He's fucking magical. But I think at this point it's probably good. Oh no, Wing scored again. Okay. All right, that was a mistake, man. We need to focus on the Pens, and maybe. God damn it! This is just. I just can't get a fucking complete fucking game here out of anybody. I'm just unfucking believable. I need the Penguins to score. Okay. Tomor says Patriots get stronger as the year goes on. Tomor says don't care. Big Dad says what the fuck, Winnipeg. Philip Agee said never trust Jay Cutler, cuz give me TB12, man. Yeah, Jay Cutler's a fucking clown, man. I couldn't agree with you more. Tomer says Patriots are even money to win the AFC. Everything is opening up for them. Yeah. Cisneros, I'm sorry to have led you astray, man. But all we need is a goal from Pittsburgh and then a fucking empty netter. Nashville's up 4-0. God damn it. What a fucking mess I made tonight of fucking hockey. All I had to do was make the one New Jersey bet and everything would be fine. Cocksucker. God, I need Nevada to stay close to Tech, man. Texas A&M was taking care of business. All the basketball was going smooth. All right, let's not worry. Let's not worry. Oh, no, the Rangers just scored? Oh, my good God. Oh, my good God. Okay. Steve Tate says, you guys ever bet ties in hockey? No, I don't bet ties in hockey. Ziggy Ball says, I lead Patriots. My man Lamia Saeed says, Pats minus 11 is a little too much. Take them on the alternate point spread, like 7 or 8. I feel you. Delta says, nice pick, Jazz. Yeah, but if I lose all my hockey bets, then, for fuck's sake, man. Disappointing. Very disappointing, but nothing that little liquor won't fix, man. God damn it. Jersey was just staring me in the fucking face and I couldn't pull the trigger on it. Andrew Cisneros says, brutal night, big bounce back day tomorrow. Fuck, man. God damn it. I hope you tailed some of my basketball bets. Now St. Louis is up 4-3, hitting that over. God damn. Not looking good. Delta 75 says, I'm meditating on the failure that is called the Detroit Lions. I'm 3 units deep on the Kings. The Kings should be an okay spot. Lou Chase Fox, what up, man? Says Jazz saved me. Yeah, but you know we still got to get through this fucking fourth quarter. But we're in a good spot. We're up by 12. We all have them at least 7, so we're basically up by 19. So we're in a great spot, no doubt about it. God damn. Oh, what a mess I made of this hockey card. Saeed's got the Kings too. They're getting a good line. It's that first game back from a road trip that can be very difficult. And they just had an incredible road trip. The Kings. They won 5 straight. They won 4 on that road trip. So we'll see. Delta 7575 says Quinn Snyder's a genius. God, he's doing phenomenal work with this Jazz club. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so we have a couple minutes. Why don't we just touch on that Colts-Bills game that's got no line in most places, no line in the competition right now. Colts at Bills. Bills defense looked pretty good against the Pats, man. Held them to 9 first-half points. Tyrod did not look good. 9 for 18, 65 yards and a pick. Peterman came in and completed 6 passes for 50 yards. Something happens to the Bills at this time of year every year. This late in the season, it's hard for teams out of the playoff picture to get up for games, man. Colts held Fournette to 20 carries and 57 yards. Brissett can't throw the ball 36 times. It's a recipe for failure. He went 21 for 36, 174 yards, 1 TD, 2 picks. It's an interesting game. I'm looking forward to hear the line, and we can guess what the line's going to be. It's not going to be one of my plays at this point. I think there's a lot of volatility when we're dealing with shitty teams that are out of the playoff picture like this. Dan Kelly says Bills looking to clean house. Luce Fox says, what do y'all have to say about the Cowboys? Well, we talked about the Cowboys for some time. There was a differencing of opinions, and in fact, almost everybody had the Giants, which shocked me. Luce Fox likes the Jets a lot this week. I do too. I like the Jets a lot, but there were some holes poked in that idea as well. Delta 7575 says the problem with the Colts is the defense is horrible. Bills will run all over these assholes. That's a good spot. Salso says, I'm from Nat. Time to think about the draft. Yeah, it is time to think about the draft. Luce says Bills Colts is a pass. My man Philip Agee says if Taylor does not throw that first possession pick, that would have been a different game against New England. I agree. Delta 7575 says I can't believe my Chargers are back in the race. They are. Luce Fox says what? Giants? No. I know. I was shocked that everybody was on it, but hey, man, they see a move, they see an angle. Nell C says I'll guess Bills minus 3.5. Yeah. I bet you're right. Or minus, maybe a little more, maybe a -4, but I think that's a really good call. No, see, respect. But if they say that Peterman's starting, then they're fucked because he's not a good quarterback. He wasn't a good quarterback at Pitt. He's not going to be a good quarterback in the show. Luce says Giants are going to get mauled, man. Hey, man, hard to trust your fucking Cowboys, man. Hard to trust them. Dak's throwing for 100 yards a game. They got very lucky in that Redskins game against a broken down team with tons of injuries. They didn't look great, but I don't think Peterman will play. I expect them to have Tyrod in there again, but nothing's been made official yet. Peterman blows, says Luce Fox. You're absolutely right. Okay, anyone want to drop their best bet of the week? At this point, I am leaning towards the 49ers, plus 2.5 at the Texans. I think that's my best bet of the week, man. I think I'm going to make that my best bet. Oh, Garrett Blaze just took the Canucks money line, plus 112. Nice. Carolina team total, under 2.5, plus 120. Exciting, Garrett. I'll be cheering for you, man. I will be cheering for you. So my best bet, Saeed's best bet, New York Jets -1. I like that. 5-1 wins, for fuck's sakes. Dan Kelly's best bet, Cowboys. Luce Fox best bet, Dallas motherfucking Cowboys. Delta 7575 says Garoppolo is better than Phillip Rivers. Okay, well, so we got some Cowboys best bets. My man Saeed likes the Jets. Oh, Ziggy Ball's best bet for me, Giants. There you go, Luce. There you go. There's one of them. Big Dad 138. I like the Jets to come in and smash the Broncos. So we got Big Dad and Saeed on the Jets. We got Dan Kelly and Luce Fox on the Cowboys. I'm on the 49ers. Ziggy Ball's best bet is the Giants. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Oh, but Luke Chase likes those Jets too. Likes those Jets too. Yeah, I think they're in a good spot. I do not trust this Broncos team, but Tomore had some really good points as to why he could see holes in this Jets team. But they are the Cinderella of the league right now and playing well, man. Their over-under was 3.5, and they're 5-7. Okay, you guys, there's not much time left. Oh, Philip, my man Philip Agee, best bet Jets as well. Oh, Delta 75 says he's concerned about liberalism destroying humanity. That is a good bet yourself. Luce says Denver is straight trash. Garrett plays kind of like Titans -3. I like that as well. I like that as well. Okay, you guys, in 4 minutes, the legend Gabe Morency will be taking care of business. Please stick around to watch him. Chris IG, Raiders money line, put up points. Respect. Dan Kelly, I love the fate of team in upheaval. Can Eli head coach and quarterback at the same time? Oh, River Rat, best bet over on the Saints game. Okay, Cisneros says, all right, one more bet tonight. Who should I take in the late game, Jimmy? Oh, fuck, man, I'm just not hitting right in hockey, and I'm just extremely bothered by it. God, I look terrible this evening. Fuck. Late game. I would take Vancouver as the home dog. That would be my play. That would be my play. King Rogers, Packers best bet. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for being a part of this, man. It means the world to me that you share your night with me and go over capping. I think we're ready to fucking rock this week and have a big week in the NFL. But truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. Remember, fatter pockets, hotter sleuths, man. Let's work together. Bolsillos más gordos, glutos más calientes. Spidey Libre, Leche, Alos bookmakers. But most importantly, stay emptied, my friends. Stay emptied. Thank you guys so much. Much love, all of you. It means the world that you would hang with me and cap with me this evening. Get that cash, man. Enjoy Gabe, man. He's the fucking truth. He's a fucking legend. Have fun with Gabe, and thank you so much for staying with me, you guys. Leche, Alos bookmakers.